please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdate 230919.7. Over the weekend, our good name was brought up by an upstanding member of Is he still part of it? So it seems only right that we give them a moment of our undivided attention. Free content, yo. Hello everyone. Welcome to a very lazy video because I have something much more important to be working on. I know that sounds a bit cocky. What I mean is I need to spend the day this video goes out and tomorrow working on a loosey let be long format video. It's going to take a while. This though happened over the weekend and tickled me to no end. The thumbnail you see on the screen is from a video I made last year. A long video. It took a while. I got it done though because Nader did some rather naughty things and I decided, screw it, I'm going to blast him. It did quite well. Repsion came along not long after and did better. Sadly though, it didn't really lead to the desired result one had hoped for. Change. Either in the person covered or in the system that protected. Over the weekend I received a privacy complaint. This is the privacy complaint. The violation is at 1 minute 29 to 45. I'm going to play that clip from that video now. Or a locust? Or a leech? No. This budding philanthropist is just getting started. On YouTube, you know him as Chef Boyar Shitty, but his name is Nader El-Shami. And today I'd like to tell you, considering I spend the entire time in that video railing on the individual for being a terrible person and then proving it with enough immutable fact to get them removed from the platform, I'm somewhat impressed they went with that timestamp. I did tweet this out, by the way, and added Team YouTube, who said, "We recommend checking out this resource for more details. It's nice to see you pay me lip service." Now, I did grant people full consent, to upload the video to their channel, and if they want and can, monetize. I do believe my friend Sinatra asked for a link to this one and to another video because, well, Nader wasn't done. And I say Nader because I wasn't certain it was him at first, okay? It wasn't until much later I was, my mind was changed. 2 days after receiving that privacy complaint, I got another one. I hadn't actually noticed this one at first and was actually looking for an email for an order I had placed. This one though has a slightly different timestamp to a completely different video. This is for the Nader El-Shami Where Are They Now video I did in 2021. The timestamp is from 33 seconds up until 18 minutes and 40. That seems oddly specific, doesn't it? Now in the case of this video, Nader appears to have learnt something. You see, the Nader El-Shami Where Are They Now video is 20 minutes and 3 seconds. So why would he claim the vast majority of the video but not the rest? Because the rest is my intro, Captain's Log, and outro. I'll give you credit. You at least made an effort that time. At least with that one, I got a jolly good chuckle, and no, don't worry folks, I'm not going to play the entire video. I was half tempted to troll all of you and just play the parts he didn't claim, but it turns out, as much of a dickhead as I am, I'm not enough of a dickhead to do that to you. You are all welcome. Smash the like as a way of saying thank you to me. Before we continue, I'm just going to let you know I have planned a video at the end of this year, and I consider it the last video I'll ever do on him really, covering what Nader has been up to in 2023. The reason I say the last is because, well, you'll understand more, and if you don't already know, his channel is effectively meh. Worse than mine. It's embarrassing at this point. But his opinion is valid regardless. We don't look down on people's opinions here. No, but we do have a good chuckle at privacy complaints. Okay, it's a novel one. I'm impressed it took you this long to realise who I was. I know that when Repsion did his video covering you, he appeared in your live chats, posting pigs and bacon emojis, which others did say was a bit insensitive. I actually didn't care. Why didn't I care? Because I'm Meg and I don't give a shit. Also, I really like bacon, so I don't care. Now, I, being super professional about all of this, took this like a champ because I thought it quite funny somebody would actually have a crack at privacy complaints, because there are facilities available, messages, video request removals. You actually have that as a creator. You can reach out privately and do that. But Nader didn't do that, because Nader uses a tablet given to him by Foodie Beauty. He doesn't know how to do anything, and if he does know how to do anything, he does it through his secretary, Dee Dee the Grey. She's a wizard, if you didn't know. So I tweeted out, "Oi, Nader bitch tits el shitty chef." As you can tell, I was quite amused. "I'm impressed that you'd flag me, considering you'd only ever physically fight women that are vulnerable and think your micro carrot is some kind of penis weapon of mass destruction. Go fudge yourself." And because I was super calm, I miswrote the next part. It's meant to say, "Go fudge yourself," as the privacy complaints carry no merit. Apparently I was far too emo to handle what was going through my super calm and zen mind. But the story doesn't end here, does it, Nader? No, you took this a step further. And I say you again, but how do you know, Meg, this is Nader? Well, I got this email from YouTube. "We received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your video. That video is my long-form documentary video on Nader. We believe your content is protected by fair use. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your video this time. You have control over the availability of videos on your channel, including the ability to delete them if you choose." At the bottom there you see "Begin copy of notice." Here is the infringement confirmation notice. So, the copyright owner name, Nader El-Shami. Full legal name, the same. Title or job occupation, owner. Username, Nader El-Shami. I've removed the email address because I don't dox. URL of the video, my video. Describe the work allegedly infringed, my video. Source of video, some jumble. Type of video, internet video. Where does your content appear? Timestamp, 10:04 to 10:40, a different timestamp. We'll get to that in a moment. And then underneath, at the bottom, authorized signature, Nader El-Shami. I should probably play that clip, shouldn't I? It's 26 seconds long, which means it falls under fair use of 30 seconds, meaning I can play it again. By the side of the road.
"I have visit with my friend today, chicken breast, and here's beef short ribs with onion and zucchini. The best. Guys, I want to tell you something. Yo, bro, I'm coming.
Technically, only 22 seconds of that came from you then, because 4 seconds were me, and then like a blank screen and a little bit of Foodie Beauty at the end there. Sounds to me like you don't know how to properly timestamp things, claiming my content is yours. For shame, Nader. But we're not done, folks. No, we bloody well are not. You see, Nader decided to continue in his copyright takedowns with another one for another video, a different video. This video, though, was Foodie Beauty's end of year review for 2021. Interesting. It's not my very best. I think 2022 was. It's a four-parter. It's quite conclusive, comprehensive, and I pretty much pack everything I can into it. 2021, though, not so good. Here is the email I received. "We received a copyright infringement notification below regarding your video. We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your video at this time." It's interesting to me because I got no notification of it happening ahead of time, which means they reviewed it quickly and resolved it quickly. Underneath, "Begin copy of notice." And yet again, we have copyright owner, Nader, legal name, Nader, job, owner, username, Nader, email address, removed because I don't dox. The video link described the work allegedly infringed, my video, and then a timestamp, which means yet again I have another clip to play you so we can try and work out within the space of 22 seconds what it is I've infringed upon, yet 30 seconds is the max for fair use to apply. Bear in mind, it's a 55-minute video. A 55-minute video that got over 130,000 views. It hasn't got many views recently, but don't worry, I'm going to link it down below so people can go and watch it to get me more views if they want to. I like views. Hell, when I linked the Nader El-Shami Mukbangers Ex-Wives video, I got an extra 1,000 views for that. I call that winning. Here's the clip though, so we can try and work out if fair use applies. But the main thing that happened during this month, the coup de grace, the revisitation of something that will guarantee bring in all the monies, especially if you're spending all your money funding a habit on sherbet, an eating habit, your partner's sherbet habit, your partner's rent perhaps, your own rent, a charity donation you may not have made yet. She brought... I am so glad I learnt how to properly truncate my audio, because honestly, that was very slow. But still, fell within fair use. Because don't forget here, based on what you saw, that was the same clip played 3 times, I think. Now, all jokes aside, for 8.5 years as a YouTube content creator, I have never received this many privacy complaints or this many copyright infringement notifications. Yes, I have made it a point for so long to abide terms of service and fair use for 8.5 years. There are some that get around it, the music industry more notably, and some of the news networks. They get a bit of a pass, so I can't cover anything from them. It's interesting to me though that you went for me, Nader. Chantal hasn't once, and I have abided fair use with her as well. Amber Lynn, Niccardo, Illuminati, Creepshow Art as well. I'm Alex. I've abided fair use on purpose, because I don't need to use too much of your content to make my points. And I, in this, have still used my content to make my points. This misuse of the copyright system is a breach of their copyright system. In fact, you have falsely flagged 4 times, which means you should get a strike for it. At least 3, for 3 different videos. But I'm not the type to report you. This is where the rules don't really work, because I don't flag anyone, ever. You, though, have sat in a live stream, and I've covered it in a video, swiping through all the copyright claims you can do and just flagging every single one. You flagged so many people, embarrassingly so. You do not understand how the system works, and there was a chance, small one, had you simply reached out to me, I would have said, yes, sure, I can remove that little bit for you. But then, since you flagged a tiny portion of a big video, but a massive portion of another video, I'm inclined to believe even if I removed that piece, you'd just do another privacy complaint until there was no video left, because that's what you are like. I also think you're after personal information, something which is quite common within those that inhabit the environment, biome, as it were, ecosystem, an unacceptable tactic by those too cowardly to accept they're in the wrong. But we're not done, because you're not. You see, I was then alerted on Sunday while I was busy painting Warhammer. Yes, I did. Here's some, well, it's first layers. I haven't actually started doing anything beyond that yet, so it doesn't look that good yet. But don't worry, give it more time and I'll make it shine real good. It'll look so good, honestly. It will look amazeballs. Now, I was told, courtesy of one of my lovely mods, that you had done a live stream titled Omegon. You seem to have a problem these days, ... Now, this is interesting to me because I don't have a problem with you. I said what I believe needed to be said, and I am also right that, to be honest, if we leave you alone, you will disappear further into irrelevancy. I honestly didn't know you still had a channel, because I was led to believe you were gone. But Naddy Daddy is a thing. Oh dear God, the cringe. 3 hours, 17 minutes, 51 seconds. Don't worry, I'm not going to flag any of it. Why? Because you barely mentioned me once. No, I didn't have to suffer through that. Others did while I was busy again painting Warhammer. I took you so seriously when someone told me they'd watched about an hour, I told them to stop. Because when they did finally find bits that where you seemed to be alluding to me, all you were doing was insulting somebody. But we weren't entirely sure who. Oh, and in before someone critiques my Warhammer painting. It's a metal model, the details on it aren't overly great. One does the best with what they have available, and I'm using it as a practice model before I start painting a high elf army. Again, notice how seriously I'm taking you, Nader, but I'm talking about Warhammer of the old world. Dear Nader El-Shami, please stop misusing the copyright system when you cannot handle criticism levied at you. Your brand is dead. Your channel is too. You need people like myself to criticize you to get views, and I get that. The problem you have is you've put yourself into a hole where the only thing you've got is stuff on Foodie Beauty, and that has dried up. If you want to be more, perhaps stop being such a dickhead, deal with what you have to deal with in your personal life. If you go to prison, enjoy that, or perhaps get a bloody job. Even I, as a full-time YouTuber, have a job. Why? Because I like money. I don't sit around heavily editing my comment section or live stream chat. That is pathetic.